she gets called out. So that is a big play. The Indians with 2 out. So that play is going to go 6-5. You don't see that every day. It's going to bring up Allie Campbell. 2-1. Indians have scored a run. 2 outs, and they do have Gist at first base. Here's a pitch to Campbell. Swung on and foul straight back. Allie got a good pitch to hit. We're in the bottom of third, bottom 3. Campbell digs back in. She's looking to find a gap here. Score Gibbs from first base and tie this thing up. Here's the pitch. Down low for a ball. Scored it here in the bottom of the third. Yeah. Campbell digs back in. Here's a pitch. Swinging a miss on a high fastball, and that'll do it for Allie. And the Indians strand a base runner. The night before, they get 1 run on 2 hits. We're going to the top of the 4th. 2-1. Campbellsville leads it. A break, Jenna.
At Adair County Animal Hospital, we are also a laser surgery center. Every surgery is performed with a laser, which is less painful for your pet than a traditional scalpel blade. Our spay and neuter packages also include basic pre-surgical lab work, free 911 microchipping, nail trim, and laser therapy to promote healing. We are also an accredited animal hospital, so bring your fur babies for laser surgery to the best vet for your pet. Adair County Animal Hospital and Laser Surgery Center.
No matter who you cheer for, Game Day Sports has the gear to show your team pride. From jerseys and hats to hoodies and more, we've got apparel for every fan. Whether it's high school, college, or pro, if you love them, we've got it. Stop by Game Day Sports today and gear up for the season. Game Day Sports, where every day is game day.
At the Adair County Board of Education, they are dedicated to shaping bright futures. From innovative classrooms to top-notch teachers, they provide the tools and support students need to succeed. Whether in academics, athletics, or the arts, they are committed to helping every student reach their full potential. Because when our students succeed, our community thrives. Adair County Schools, learning today, leading tomorrow.
Be 5, 6, 7 here in the 4th inning for Campbellsville. It'll be Murphy, Dickin, and Reed. And we got a pitching change for the Lady Indians. Aylin Stargell, she's a freshman. She's appeared in 2 games. She's thrown 3 innings, given up 6 hits, 4 runs, 2 of those earned. And she's walked a batter. So here's a pitch. Swung on and grounded back to Stargell. She gets to it in time, makes the play to Brown, and that's the first out of the inning. So a great way to start for the freshman. She gets 1 pitch and 1 out. Ground ball back to the pitcher, and that's going to bring up Dickin. She grounded out to third her first time up. Dickin hits from the right side. 2-1 Campbellsville. That's a Landon Edwards scoreboard update. Swung on a ground ball wide to third into left field for a base hit. As Wagner gets to it, Dickin's going to try to go for 2, and she's in there. Lady Indians a little bit lackluster fielding that ball into the outfield, and Dickin, with no hesitation, she takes second. That's going to bring up Reed. Reed walked her first time up. Here's a mile-high pop-up. It's going to be out of play. She had a good rip at it. Reed digs back in. She's hitting this inning after making a great defensive play in the bottom half of the third. Swung on. Here's a hard ground ball past Campbell into left field. Wagner comes up throwing, and that's going to hold the runner at third, while the runner that singled in the left is going to advance to second. So that's going to be a base hit. You're going to have runners on second and third with one out for Madison Richards. She had a fielder's choice to the shortstop her first time up. So with runs being at a premium in this game, the Lady Indians trying to prevent Campbellsville from putting up a crooked number here in the fourth. Richards hitting a .195 on the year. Stargell trying to go right after. Here's a call strike on the outside corner. Richards digs back in.
Sure, I've been trying to figure. We've been having issues in this game.
Here's a pitch. Here's a bunt to Campbell. She checks the runner, goes to first. Brown throw to the plate, and safe. As she gets under the tag, Dickin, and that's the third Campbellsville run. So we're going to call that a safety squeeze. She was not coming till the ball was down, and the third baseman wheeled to throw to first. Then she broke after getting a good secondary lead. And the runner's going from first, and she'll steal the bag as the first pitch gets by Gist for a ball.
John, do we just have one out?
We did get that runner out, I thought. Was she not on the bag?
She was standing there, and then she flew in on second.
Swung on, and here's a ground ball to Bergen. Bergen is going to go to Brown, and that's going to do it for Adair County.
How many rounds did they get?
Oh, wait a minute. There was
They were looking at 19 rounds?
5. There was some confusion after the put out at first. Adair County rolls the ball out there, and 2 runs scored. And they're having a meeting at the mound. There was some major confusion. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be back after these messages.
Looking to revamp your property? Look no further than Gist Construction. Located at 981 Creek Bend Road in Columbia, they are your one-stop shop for all your needs. From blacktop to landscaping and even water and sewer lines. Top-notch customer service and unbeatable prices, they've got a solution for every job. Call them today at 270-250-5595 and let's get started. Gist Construction, your partner in perfecting your property.
This is Tim Harder with Don Franklin Nissan. Are you looking for a vehicle? Wondering where you're going to buy or why? Let me tell you why Don Franklin Nissan. Don Franklin Nissan has the 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. We have our Don Franklin certified program. Don Franklin has a fully staffed service department. We do front-end alignments. We sell tires. Our sales staff of David Powell, Brent McLeod, Peggy Moss, Blaine Hart are here for your needs. Aaron McLeod in finance. We have more vehicles than anybody in the state. That's why Don Franklin Nissan. Local service, local people, huge inventory. Don Franklin Nissan is a one-stop shop for all your automotive needs.
Cumberland Pipeline is an underground utility contractor primarily concentrating on water and sewer pipelines and pump stations for water and wastewater districts. The company is rooted in faith and is committed to providing a quality service to their clients with honesty and quality projects. Cumberland Pipeline also offers services of wet tapping of water and wastewater lines, insertion of valves on water mains. To join their team, apply online at cumberlandpipeline.com.
We're back here. And there was some major confusion. We're confused in the box. It should have been the third out of the inning, and they said it was the second out. So when the Lady Indians rolled the softball out there and run off the field, the 2 Campbellsville runners just kept running. and they're going to count the 2 runs. So there's some major confusion. The umpires have called time, and they're trying to meet and get it figured out. So they're still meeting about it. It's going to be a major catastrophe if they're going to allow these 2 runs to score, because that was the 3rd out of the inning. They went to the official bookkeeper. We're going to send it back, Jenna. There's some major confusion here while they're trying to sort this out. We'll holler at you. Play commercials.
Jamie Richard, Adair County Sheriff, is proud to sponsor our local baseball and softball teams. With a deep commitment to community support and engagement, Jamie Richard stands beside our talented athletes, empowering them both on and off the field. As a dedicated supporter, Jamie prioritizes uplifting our youth and fostering community spirit. Whether you're cheering at a game or practicing hard, know that Jamie Richard, Adair County Sheriff, is here to support you every step of the way.
Send it back to me. And that is a horrible break for the Lady Indians, because 2 runs just scored as they rolled the ball back to the mound and went to the dugout. And Campbellsville's runners just kept running. And, I had that to be the 3rd out. So I'm not the official book. I'm just a radio book. So that's how I saw it. But nonetheless, it's 5-1. It was 3-1 before the incident. Rolled the ball back, ran to the dugout, 2 more runs score. It's 5-1. That's exactly what happened. Here's a call strike. Caselyn Brown. She digs in. Halen Stargell. She came in relief here. Here's a call strike on the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes to Brown. Swung on a ground ball into left field. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to move up hash, and Campbellsville's inning continues. Nifley hits a long foul down the right field line. Three runs in here in the top of the 4th. Swung on, or excuse me, ball up high. She was able to check her swing. 1 ball, 1 strike. What a crazy top half of the 4th. Swung on and nubbed foul. Here's the pitch. Change up. It's foul down the first base line. Brown makes the play, and that'll do it. Campbellsville gets 3 runs on 3 base hits. They leave 2 runners. We're headed to the home half of the 4th. Campbellsville 5, Lady Indians 1. We'll be back.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Columbia is Barger Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 270-384-2457.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Everyone's talking about the easy way to do your banking. And the best part? It's free. The First & Farmers National Bank mobile banking app allows you the freedom to make the deposit right from your mobile device. While you're on the mobile app, you can also transfer money, pay your bills, and check your balance. If you haven't already, download the First & Farmers National Bank mobile app today. Just one more way we're putting you first. Deposit limits apply. Standard rates and fees may apply from your wireless carrier. First & Farmers National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Market declines, unemployment, oil prices. Don't let headlines derail your long-term financial strategy. I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Joe Willis. For help, stop by our office at 326 Public Square, Suite 102. Edward Jones, member SIPC. I'll get around to it someday. Hopefully that's not your saving or retirement strategy. I'm Joe Willis, Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Let's make someday into today. Stop by our office at 326 Public Square, Suite 102. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
6-7-8 here in the bottom of the fourth. Corbin leads it off. She's a designated hitter. Swung on a hard ground ball to third. And Hash goes over to Dickel, and that's the first out of the inning. Ball hit hard by Corbin. Bailey Corbin, that's going to go 5-3 for the put out. That's going to bring up Callie White. She popped up to the first baseman her first time up. Callie hitting 241 on the year. She digs in, pitches letter high, calls strike at the knees. It's still Underwood for Campbellsville. She's went the distance. Here's the pitch. Swung on and lined foul past the third base bag. Lady Indians have had a couple balls to go. Less than a foot foul over there. White digs back in. Here's a pitch. It's a let-up pitch, change-up. It gets about halfway there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. White digs back in. Here's the 1-2. Down low for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Underwood pitches. White fouls it off her foot at the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I believe if I was Adair County's coach, I would have gotten tossed last inning because that was a horrible call that ended up costing them 3 runs. There's a hard ground ball. Hash handles over there at third, and she makes the play. It's the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up Stargell. She's going to hit in Ashley Lowry's spot. She hits from the left side, swings and misses. Underwood in a really good rhythm on the mound. Her third baseman has made some really good plays today. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's up high for a ball. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. A changeup. One ball and 2 strikes. Underwood back on the heel. Here's the pitch. Ball just off the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swung on and line 2 hash. She makes all 3 plays here in the 4th. Right at her. And that's going to do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. And we're headed to we played 4 complete, 5-1 Campbellsville. We'll be back.
Life is fast-paced, and we know you're always on the move. That's why we're excited about Bank of Columbia's mobile app, your convenient banking solution that fits right in the palm of your hand.
Need to check your balance? No problem. With just a few taps, you can instantly view your account balance, transaction history, and even receive real-time notifications about your spending.
Download our mobile banking app and experience banking at your fingertips. Visit our website at bankcolumbia.com to learn more about our mobile app. Bank of Columbia is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Struggling with a wound that just won't heal? At TJ Health Columbia, we specialize in advanced wound care to help you get back to living your life faster and stronger. From diabetic ulcers to surgical wounds, infections, burns, and more, our expert team offers state-of-the-art treatments like specialized dressings, debridement, and wound therapy. Don't let a stubborn wound slow you down. Healing starts here. Call TJ Health Columbia today to schedule your appointment. TJ Health Columbia, your partner in healing.
Let J&S Auto Sales show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car in Columbia. They believe in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Their friendly and knowledgeable sales staff is here to help you find the car you deserve, priced to fit your budget. Shop their virtual showroom of used cars, trucks, and SUVs online at jnsautosales.ky.org. J&S Auto Sales, here to help you find that perfect car you deserve, priced to fit your budget.
Campbellsville 4, 5, and 6. They lead at 5-1. That scoreboard update brought to you by Adair County PVA, Landon Edwards. We'd like to thank all our sponsors: Gist Construction, Franklin Nissan, Adair County PVA, Landon Edwards, McDonald's, Cumberland Pipeline, Gypsy Jolie. Here's the first pitch to Underwood, a high fly ball to center field, and the center fielder Riley camps under it and makes the play for the first out of the inning. That was a huge play in the 4th inning. I want to keep going back to that play. The bunt before the error that allowed the 1 run to score, then the bunt came, and she was out by 10 feet, and that's what all the confusion was about. She was evidently called safe. Here's a line drive down the left field line, foul ball by Murphy. Murphy reached on an error. She grounded to third. She grounded to the pitcher. Stargell came in relief of Wagner in the 3rd inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, ground ball to shortstop, goes through Callie White's mitt, and that's going to be an error on the shortstop as the runner Murphy reaches first base. It's going to bring up Dickin. Dickin grounded to third and doubled and scored her 2nd time up. Here's a pitch. Swung on, lined into left field. That's a base hit. It gets away from Barden or Wagner, and the runner's going to move up to third. And the hitter's going to go all the way to second. So the Lady Indians are really having trouble being fundamentally sound with ground balls to both infielders and outfielders. So that's going to be a base hit and an error. The 4th error on the Indians. That's going to be a line drive base hit into left field. That's going to score 1. Here comes the 2nd run, going to hold right there. And the Lady Indians are going to let the runner go all the way to second. They've got to be able to cut that ball and fire back behind the runner there. So this one getting out of hand here, 6-1. Going to bring up Richards. There's a high fly ball in the left center field, and that's going to fall out of here. Richards has just hit a 3-run home run over the left field fence. It fell right at the base of the fence, and because the fence is see-through, I couldn't tell, but it was out of here. So Richards, the 8-hitter, has hit a 3-run home run. And the floodgates have opened here at Adair County softball field. 9-1. It all started, and I'm not making excuses for the girls, but that botch call in the last inning, it seemed like everybody's head dropped a little bit. Momentum went to Campbellsville. It's going to bring up the 9-hitter. She takes a ball above the knees. Call's grounded to short. She's grounded to second. Here's a swing and a miss. Aylin Stargell winds, kicks. Here's the pitch. That's outside for a ball. Here's a pitch. It's up high for a ball. 3 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. Swung on and fouled at the plate. Maddie Call, she digs back in, left-handed hitter. We're all full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Campbellsville's put up 4 in this inning. Swung on a ground ball foul at first base. Stargell with the line. Here's the kick. Line drive right back at her, and she makes the play. That's going to be the second out of the inning. It's going to go all the way back to the leadoff, Hash. Hash grounded to the pitcher, hit by a pitch, and doubled. Swung on and grounded back through the middle into center field. That's a base hit. So Caitlin Brown, she comes up. Caitlin with a base hit, 2 base hits, and a sacrifice bunt. So she's had a really good day. Her 4th play appearance. Here's a pitch. Here's a call strike at the knees. Here's the 0-1. It's up high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on and lined into left center field. That's going to get down and it's going to get by Riley. That's going to score another run. Riley throws it back into the infield. And that's going to be 10-1 Campbellsville. Caitlin Brown with a double and an RBI. Score the 5th run of the inning. That's going to bring up Niffley. Here's a pitch. Swung on a high fly ball in the deep right field. Right fielder's back, and it's over her head. That's going to score 1 run. Here's a play at third, and she's going to be in there with a triple. And it's 11-1. So give Aubrey Niffley a triple. I'll score 2 more runs. really has gotten lopsided now, 11-1. Swung on. Here's a line drive into center field. That's going to fall for a hit. Gets by Riley. 1 run will score, and she's going to have a double. And that's going to be Underwood. 12-1. 7-run crooked number 5th for the Lady Eagles. Swing and a miss. Lillian Murphy. Let's look at what Lillian's done today. She reached on an error, grounded to third, grounded to first, and reached on an error at shortstop. 5 errors for the Lady Indians today. Here's a call strike on the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. Swung on. Here's a slow ground ball. It's going to get into right field for a base hit. That's going to score 2, or 1, excuse me. Here's the throw down to second, and the runner's going to be out, but the run's going to score here at the plate. So Campbellsville with 8 runs on 6 base hits. They don't leave anybody. We're headed to the home half of the 6th. Campbellsville 13, Adair County 1. We'll be back.
Looking for reliable and affordable sanitation services in Kentucky? Look no further than Kentucky Sanitation Services. Whether you're tackling a big construction project or just need a small cleanup, offering containers for any size job, a local, friendly team, and competitive prices. Discover the convenience and efficiency of working with Kentucky Sanitation Services. Visit their Facebook page to learn more or give them a call, 270-634-4637. Experience the difference with Kentucky Sanitation Services.
Hi, this is Layla Risen. I am a 2023 high school graduate and a Lindsey Wilson College student. I am well on my way to earning my degree in Human Services and Counseling and Christian Ministries. At LWC, I've met new people, had the opportunity to become involved on campus, and I have loved being part of campus ministries. Visit today and you will want to make Lindsey Wilson College your home too. Call the admissions office at 270-384-8100 or email us at admissions@lindsey.edu.
You're always welcome at the Fiesta Mexico Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Columbia. There you will experience some of the finest Mexican foods around. Try their daily lunch specials with favorites like chalupa, taco salad, or fajita chimichanga. They'll get you in and out and be back to work in a flash. For dinner, they offer mouthwatering enchiladas, burrito supreme, pollo acapulco, and many other favorites. And don't forget about booking your Christmas parties at Fiesta Mexico. They will gladly serve your large group. To make your reservation, call them today at 270-384-6004.
Lady Indians, they need 3 to extend this thing. They're down 13-1. Shelby Riley taking all the way. 2 balls and no strikes. She's going to lead off the bottom half of the 6th, 9-1-2 for the Lady Indians. Campbellsville was hitting early in counts, and the Lady Indians were just not sound defensively, and that all led to a big inning, an 8-run inning in the top of the 6th. Here's a call strike on the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Underwood trying to finish it for her team. Swing and a miss. It's a changeup at the letters. Even up on Riley, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Riley digs back in. Here's the pitch. It's down low for a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Underwood steps back on the rubber. She takes a big, deep breath, looks down at her wristband. Here's the payoff. Swung on and lined into left field. A base hit for Riley. Falls in front of the left fielder. She'll stop there, so a leadoff hit here in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 5th, excuse me. Back to the top. Reese Barden. She hits a high pop-up on the infield. Pitcher makes the play. For the first out of the inning, that's going to bring up Bergen. Keelan Bergen, she sacked, bunted her first time, grounded to short her second time. She comes in hitting .516. Here's a pitch. Ball just inside. Bergen hits from the left side. Here's the pitch. It's down low for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Seems like this game is really crawling by Underwood. She might be getting a little bit tired. Here's a snap throw to first back in time as that was ball 3 upstairs. Lady Indians trail at 13-1. That scoreboard update's brought to you by Landon Edwards. We want to thank First and Farmers National Bank for their streaming services today on YouTube, WAIN. Our broadcasting booth sponsor, TJ Regional Health, and all of our sponsors. Here's call strike 2 on the outside corner. Lindsey Wilson College, JNS Auto, Kentucky Sanitation, TJ Health, Adair County Board of Education, Fiesta Mexico, Craig Feast and Game Day Sports, Adair County Farm Bureau North. That's Boomer Lewis. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Ball 4 outside, and that'll put Bergen on with a base on balls. That'll move Riley up to second. So the Indians got 2 runners on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's going to bring up Jade Wagner. Underwood. Jamie Richard, Adair County Sheriff. We appreciate him. Joe Willis over at Edward Jones. Thank you. Swing and a miss. Adair County Animal Hospital. We appreciate you supporting Adair County Athletics. Bank of Columbia. We appreciate Josh Kemp buying that ad for us, and best of luck to the Indians baseball team. We'll have that game tomorrow against Marion County. First and Farmers National Bank, Barger Insurance, Gypsy Jolie, shop local. I was able to do a little shopping in there the other day. Cumberland Pipeline, McDonald's. Appreciate everybody. 1 ball and 1 strike. Underwood, she's obviously getting tired. Swung on. Here's a little flare right behind short, and that's going to fall into center field. That's going to load the bases. And that's going to be a base hit for Wagner. So the Indians looking to score 3 here to extend this thing. It's going to bring up Gracie Gist. Gracie's got some pop, 13 for 27, hitting .481, 7 RBIs. She's looking to hit one in the gap right here. Underwood on the heel. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Here's a slow ground ball to shortstop. Shortstop's going to go to the plate, and the runner's out there. So that's going to be a sacrifice. Or it's going to be a force, actually. 6-2. So Allie Campbell, she's going to have to she's down. Lady Indians are down to their last out. We're looking at a run rule situation. Underwood winds, kicks. Here's the pitch. It's up high for a ball. Got a great time for a grand slam right here. Here's a pitch. It's up high for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Campbell digs back in. Underwood, she's really slowed this to a snail's pace. Swung on in a deep fly ball. It's going to be foul. Allie got every bit of that one. Two balls and a strike. Underwood, she steps back on. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and a pop-up. That's going to be out of play. It's going to even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So not only are Adair County down to the last out, they're down to their last strike. Allie Campbell trying to extend this thing. Braylee Corbin on deck. Underwood, she's just now getting a new softball. She steps back on the rubber. Campbell still out of the box. Now she's going to dig back in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Underwood with the pitch. Ball just off the inside corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Everybody's going to be moving on the pitch. Underwood steps on. 3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Ball just off the inside corner. That's going to be an RBI for Campbell. That's scored Bergen. Second out of the inning, or the second run of the inning. Swung on a ground ball to third, and she's going to step on the bag, and that's going to do it. That's a ball game. Is Campbellsville defeats the Lady Indians here 13-2. Jenna, we're going to take about a 2-minute break while I tally some of these individual numbers. We come back, we'll have the final game numbers and close it out here as Adair County loses to Campbellsville 13-2. We'll be back.
Hey, I'm hitting McDonald's for a coffee run. How do you take your coffee?
With an Egg White Delight McMuffin.
You take your coffee with an Egg White Delight.
What's coffee without breakfast?
Right. Okay, how about you, Joe?
1 cream, 1 sugar, 1 Egg White Delight.
Uh-huh. John?
Black.
So you don't want an Egg White Delight?
No, I want 2 of them.
McDonald's McCafe coffee and the Egg White Delight McMuffin are great apart, but amazing together. So, how do you take yours?